Hi there everyone, how's it going? It's Friday, February 4th. Let's do a college basketball video, start to finish. How do you update this algorithm and all the little questions you might have in between? We're going to go through the process and show you how to do this. You can purchase, hold on, I'm choking on something. might restart. Now we're not going to restart the video. We don't pause videos here. All right, so we're going to talk about how to update this file. We'll go start to finish here. Basically, you need a rotowire subscription, first of all. I pay $9.99 a month for this. It allows you to have access to different internal stats that you can download and then add to the file. Extremely helpful. They don't pay to sponsor these videos or anything. They just have a great service, and I use them, and so I'd recommend that you use them as well. First thing you're going to do, college basketball, sports betting tab. If you do it before the games start, you're going to get all the games lines for the day. You're going to export that into Excel right there. Now go to fantasy. Go to injuries, injury report. You need to download that in Excel. Then you got stats. Stats. These are the player stats per game right here. You're going to get a huge list of all the college basketball players. You can download that one, Excel. Then you're going to do stats, team stats. Same thing. Those are the four that you're going to need. The other thing that's in this file is an automatic update. If you right-click and refresh in this school stats table, this is a secondary team stats table. If you right-click this, it's going to take a second. It's going to say it's running down here, and then you'll see the numbers change when it finally updates. It just did. So that part is done. Now, let's grab all of these files. I open them all up at once. It's easier for me to use them this way and faster to do it. So I open all four, and they pop up. You start enable editing. So this is the team stat one. And you do need to grab the number that's in the first column A there as well. It's important. That goes in the team stat sheet right here. Clear cells, paste as values, or you can even paste as regular. It'd be fine as well. Here, the next sheet we've got is the player stats. It's a big one. Go into the player stats sheet. Right here, you're going to paste over the names that are already there, starting in column T. And it's really big. You can see it takes a while. It's already down to 5,131 or so players. Okay, that's done. What else we got? We've got injury report. Injury report right here. Copy this. Go to the injury sheet. Paste here. Now here, when you paste this, I recommend scrolling all the way down and making sure that there aren't, see like this. These two people are from the old injury report list. I like to do that just to see if the injury report is shrinking or growing. Kind of gives you an idea if the COVID waves are coming through the sports teams and stuff like that. All right, now here we have the other sheet is the odds. Let's go back to the odds sheet for a second because I want to mention something. So these are the odds from yesterday. And I added a thing here. This is an error check column as well to help check to make sure that the lines are correct. I'll show you that in a second. But these are all the games from yesterday. Now, what you could have done is you could have gone into the cube and you could have put the scores of these games in so that you had a history. You could have put them right here. I don't do that every day because I just don't have the time. And you could keep like stacking records and have a full season in here. But I chose not to do that to make the file a little smaller. And also, I don't really need to analyze this all that much. These percentages work pretty well. I've been doing this for years, so I'm not really questioning whether or not this algorithm works. This algorithm does work very well. I don't even need to verify that by looking historically anymore. So I don't add and stack records, but you could. But let's talk about what happens when you don't, because this is just when you're doing it for one day. So these odds are all in here from yesterday in this odds compiler sheet. We need to get rid of them. So I just got rid of them. Now we have the other sheet, or the other odds, right here. These are the odds for today. Copy this. Bring that right in here. Now you'll notice that there's some colors that pop up here automatically, and then there's this error check. And wherever the error check doesn't say okay, there might be a problem, but apparently all of them are perfect today. For example, if this was like a -9, then you'll see I'll say check. It's looking to make sure that the odds and the spread are both the same positive or negative sign. So there's a chance that it could show you a game that's like minus 105 and has 1 point in either direction, and it might show as an error because it's a 1 point spread and it's very close to even money. But those are really not really errors. But you'll see that this is just a helpful check to make sure that the sheet is working properly. So now that you've done that, I get rid of all these, clear this off my desktop because we're done with them. All right. And now we're basically ready to go. We just go, the cube has automatically filled itself in. So you're good here. Oh, sorry, I forgot one thing. Sorry, injury report. We didn't refresh the injury report. You got to refresh the injury report, and if you get an error here, you need to double click this cell and you need to pull this formula over to the grand total where it's supposed to be, and then pull that formula down. Because that just means the injury report expanded and different types of injuries came into the injury report, and that's why it expanded a little bit, and you have to manually change that. Okay, now we're done. Now we refresh the results pivot and click today, and we've got all of our games. And there are 20 games. So now that we've done that, that is it. That's it. That's basically updating the file. You can obviously change your weights here if you think you can do a better percentage than what's here, but this one's working pretty darn well. And that's it, right? Oh yeah, if you end up, things will break sometimes and the power percentage will go to 0 here. The reason for that will be that sometimes they'll change the way that they type the name in of the team on one of these reports, and you have to find what the correct name is and fix it in the matrix. That's a more complicated problem, so if it happens, I'll bring it up in the future, but that's sometimes why this thing can break when names change. So let's look at today, because we got the file ready. Are there any home underdogs? Nope, of course not. Of course not, because the odds makers are using this file. So, nope. How about home teams? I usually like home teams because they win a lot. Here you've got, okay, Akron against an injured Miami at Ohio. At minus 300, though. Boy, tough board today. Oh, my God. That's a difficult board. Wow. Careful here with Siena hurting against Ryder. So you could consider, man, I don't like this. I don't like this board today, guys. Let's look at the away teams. Actually, let's look at the underdogs first. That's usually the first thing to do. Are there any good underdogs? Oh, no, low margins and all on the road. This is an awful day, everybody. Just letting you know, I can tell right off the bat, it's a very, very, very difficult day. Princeton over Cornell away. Oh, God. Everything's bad. VMI trying to cover over West. I'm sorry, guys. It's an ugly, ugly board. There's nothing good off the top of my head here. Covers bad spreads. Yeah. Well, there we go. That's what happens when I put this out to everybody. It is the most predictive sports model ever created. I'm willing to accept your lawsuits. If you find something better than this, please tell me. Please tell me who made it and show it to me, or show me the results. Somebody that's predicting every game. There is nothing out there that predicts the games better than this. That's my statement. I'm willing to defend it in court because I've been doing it for years, and the odds makers adjust to this file every single year because it's the best thing out there. I say it because it's true. And that goes for all the sports. That goes for every single one that I do. Anytime I do one of these things, the way that I program this stuff, for some reason, it just works. So there you go. Good luck, everyone. May all your picks be winning. Oh, yeah, you can buy this thing for $25 if I didn't say that. There's the link in the description. All right, good luck. May all your picks be winning.